So welcome welcome back. Oh, I just need to set up the MCD here quickly. Oh yeah, and we are heavy. I keep forgetting to call it heavy again. We're flying too much Phoenix A320 lately. Right, so I'll show you the scenery in a minute. And you can see here, again, that's something I don't quite understand, why the 777 has a perfectly good cockpit lighting, and here suddenly in the 747, it's just really, really dark. No idea why. Yeah, no, not I'm heavy, but the aircraft, the core, I need to remember the core sign heavy. So let's have 1,000 feet here. And then up 1,500. Oh, was it? So the PBR was updated on the 777? Okay. So weight balance, no. ADF headset, flight test package, cargo flight bottles. We'll have a rotary there. And then we want to have... Right. So displays. Kilograms centigrade, obviously. Then we want to have track up, no. And where's my... Oh, there we go. That's all. I think that's it. Cool. Anyways, that means we can go ahead and I'll show you the outside of the aircraft. Beautiful. And we are in Buenos Aires. And I need to start active sky. And we'll check that we are on live weather this time. Make sure. Have I really? What? Hang on. I've selected Fahrenheit? No, it says Celsius. Load. Right, and we are on conditions, weather control, live weather. Fantastic. Oh, TATs. Okay. Alrighty. Let me check. Oh, it's raining. Ooh. Option, no, aircraft displays. Okay. Good catch, Eagle Eye Bruno. My God, how do you do it? How do you always see these things? And Emerson, good evening to you. How are you? Cool. Do we need... Oh, yes, I do. What I do want to have, I want to show you guys the quick nose. So we have one APU generator off, and that way we can actually operate the nose door. So menu, let's do actions, doors, and then we have the nose cargo door open. There we go. Yeah. Look at that. It's smiling. Where's my... There it is. Yeah. Cool. Just need to set my joystick button there. Cool. All right. Nice. Gift spec, yes. Oops, that was my controller. Let's go outside again. Yeah, that is a long aircraft, isn't it? Hang on, did we just have rain here? What happened to the weather? Hold on. Current weather here in Buenos Aires is... It says Cavalcade, 24 degrees, 1017. Yeah, that's about correct. But hang on, why is it saying 15 degrees here? Let me debug, let me refresh the weather. Oh, no, it doesn't. That's, yeah, disregard. So here, 24 degrees. That's a fuel temperature. All these different displays. Cool. Anyways, let's close the door again. And then we'll initiate the flight here. So ACARS, pre-flight, Sierra Alpha Echo Zulu. And we're flying to Santiago de Chile. Estimate time route 0143. Departure at 2105. And we have currently, what time is it? Status. It is 2051. Perfect. That's exactly real time. How cool is that? FedEx 422 Heavy. FedEx, Bob, what's FedEx airline ID? Do you know that? Here's a challenge. Stepke, thanks for watching. Pleasure as always. Take care, Stepke. Good night. FX, thank you. Excellent. Send that off. Sick. Then we're going to go to our MCU here, and we're going to go to index, ident, good database. Then we go to route select 747. Select, execute. Now we have planned for runway 11. Runway 11. Let me have a look. Unload, import, sim brief. So we have runway 11, which is 3,300 meters. The wind currently is, yeah, 11 is better, I think. That will give us a bit of headwind. Although 200, no, hang on, 206. I tell you what, since I'm a bit lazy, let's go taxi. Let's take 17 for departure if we can. Let's do that. Well, right, departure 17, and we are going to take then the departure routing Torul 1 with transition Urino. Activate, execute. For the arrival now. Oh, hang on, with ATIS? You're joking. We have ATIS. No. Wow. Okay, I didn't expect that. Transition letter 40. Departure arrival 11. Okay, then we'll take 11, obviously. So there we go. Cool. Information Charlie. There we go. And that's 25.9. We'll call them in a minute for clearance. So that means we're going to have the departure route tour 1. That takes us Echo Zulu Echo 12. Then right turn, Delta Juliet. Hang on, what's hold on. Tour 1 departure. 11. 12. That's the radial. 126. Yeah, 126. 11. It says like or 10. Oh, sorry, Juliet's 10-degree arc. Okay, that makes sense. 10-degree arc. Then we go to that arc. So that's the arc programmed. And then we go to ETSA 24, ETSA 15, and then up to Urino. Cool. All right, that's all programmed. Fantastic. Cool. Just going to have a quick look at the center line here. There we go. So that we'll see how that works once we have everything in with the weights and speed and so on. May have to do some manual speed adjustments there to get that working. We shall see. You have a black bar on the left side of the stream at the moment, have I? Huh? What do you mean? Are you using the Thrustmaster Boeing yoke and throttle? No, so I'm using the Thrustmaster Boeing yoke, but the HOTAS, the Bravo throttle quadrant with some add-ons there. Thank you much, Bruno. No worries, all good. Yeah, I guess maybe some other overlay had the issue. If it comes up again, Bruno, let me know, please. So 220 at 15. So that's southerly landings in Santiago, Chile. So that's exactly what we want. So we do arrival. We'll do the ILS 17 left, and that's the UMCAL 7 Charlie. 17 left. Transition Pumar. Execute. So let's have a look. So then we go Urino to direct. Actually, hang on. Disregard routing. Yeah, we didn't upload the routing correctly. Urino, then Uniform Lima 405 to Torzor. And then Uniform Tango 687 to UMCA. There we go. Now that's correctly programmed. Brilliant. Nice. Okay, in it. Then we get to the weights. So I'm going to do the weights exactly as on the flight plan. 0 fuel weight 277, and the fuel is supposed to be 30.4, so we'll take 31 tons of block fuel. And that's, you see, 4 engines, it just takes a lot more fuel. That is just the way it is. No way around that. Let's do 60%. Yeah, almost got it right. Yeah, 670, 62, 63. Oh, that's too much. 280. No, that's too much. So let's go 60 again. Yeah, that's fine. Excellent. So we'll put that in there. Reserve fuel is 11.5 for the alternates. Again, a lot higher. We are planning initially 340. Later on, probably higher. Cost index a whopping 72. And performance. Oops. It shows up on the FMC pop-up when the charts are up. Okay. Roger that. Performance. Airport search. Actually, hang on, disregard. I'm going to load from FMC. Runway 11. Condition dry. The wind to... What does ATIS say? The wind is 200 at 6. Show keyboard. 200 at 6. 23 degrees. 23 degrees. 24 degrees. 24. And the QNH is... Huh? .1017, there you go. 1017, found it. Takeoff weight. Now, again, we're on the wrong settings here. As autosave. It has VSD? Okay, we'll try that out, yeah. We'll try that out for sure. System page, preferences, kilograms Celsius, save. Cool. Again, performance. So takeoff weight, well, for that, we're going to go to weight and balance. Again, read from aircraft. And so the fuel section, we're going to go taxi up fuel. We'll put that to 600. Oops. 600 kilograms taxi out. Planned trip fuel is hidden. It is 16133. My God, 16133. Complete. Takeoff weight 307 tons. Yeah, that looks good. CG22. That means we're gonna have an optimum or takeoff 1, flap config optimum, aircon on, engine ITS off actually. Just wondering, we're not really that heavy, are we? 300 tons. Shall we risk takeoff 1? Yeah, let's do that. And again, the takeoff flap settings, so interesting, right? I mean, what prompt? Hang on, which prompt? Which prompt? What is the exit prompt? Where? So we have flaps 20. My God, CG set. We'll take takeoff 1. Oh, that's interesting. No, I guess just exit the menu, I would say. So takeoff 1, so DTO 1, 48, and then we'll have the speeds 34, 39, 51. All correct. That one I was able to answer. Cool. So let's get the clearance, shall we? 259. How cool. Let me just get the for the ATIS sounds. Okay, let's see. Buenos Aires Center, good evening to you. This is you, FedEx 422 Heavy at Buenos Aires. Information Charlie requesting clearance, please.
FedEx 722, good day, sir. Check flight plan, please.
Check flight plan.
Now that's how.
I did file it. Honestly, I did file it. Well, you won't believe me anyways, right? You will not believe me. Oh, seriously, I did.
FedEx 722, I don't have plan.
Yeah, I'm trying to sort it out. Stand by.
Roger.
So, free file. VATSIM pre-file. So, FedEx 422 heavy category. 2110, all good. 34,000. Okay, so the flight plan is sent. Hope it arrives soon.
Negative, sir. I don't have plan. Check.
Okay, let me try again to disconnect. Connect. Ah, okay. Okay, so I may have logged in with the wrong credentials. So try again. FedEx 422. Hope it works out now.
FedEx 422. Yes.
Aha.
Ready to copy?
Ready to copy. Go ahead.
FedEx 422, clear SAEZ to Santiago. That's 5, flight level 340, handling posture. Departure 401 for runway 11, initial climb 050, squawk 0314.
FedEx 422 Heavy, cleared to Santiago de Chile via runway 11, Total 1 departure, arena transition, climb level 340, oh sorry, the flight level 340, initial climb 50, and the squawk 0314.
FedEx 422, that's correct, the report ready for push and start.
Worker will do. FedEx 42, thank you. Cool. So let's do that. So 50 initially, 340 later on, and tutorial 1 departure as briefed. Cool. Checklist, shall we? So let's do a checklist. Oxygen, where is it? Here. Test it 100%. Flight instruments, heading is 261, and the altimeter is 1017, 80 feet. And that's the pre-flight checklist completed. Before start items. So let's do that here on. Then we have, I guess, this way around again. And we'll have tank to engine already. PAX is already on. We'll have the beacon on. That is all normal. We'll have a recall. Engine shutdown, correct. And the trim is... Let's have a look. That is 6.1. So 6.1. Oops. 6.1 is set. Right, so takeoff speeds. We have V1 134, VR 139, V2 152. See the pre-flight completed. Trim is 6.2 units, 0 and 0. Taxi, takeoff briefing completed. And that's the before start checklist complete. Let's request pushback. Into cargo is fine, and then I want to have the chocks removed. Menu. Ground connections. Remove it. FedEx 422 Heavy, request a push and start. What? That was someone else, right?
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Okay, you were coming in broken, so just confirm FedEx 422 Heavy's cleared pushback, and I call you for taxi.
Departure checks complete.
Yes.
Why, were they having issues today with the service? Okay. What a beautiful aircraft. I have to admit, my heart bleeds a little bit that I'm not flying this beauty in real life at the moment. But hey, you can't have everything, right? Yeah, I heard there were several servers down. Like Instagram had issues, Facebook had issues. Did someone dug up a cable again or something? Let's have a look here. Airport. Oh, it does. Hey, GG. Oops. Yeah, you're right. Cool. Excavator in Frankfurt. Yeah. If in doubt, blame it on them. You'll hit the right person, I'm sure. Where's my aircraft? Can't see it. Hang on. Hold on. Where?
There's radar. Launch shield 1 for Tango, ready for push and start.
There it is.
Chile 1 for Tango. Up torre taxi.
Yeah, Mark, me too. Yeah, I hope that the 777 will not take that much longer in Marcus Flight Sim. How do the planes...
Say again for 1 for Tango, please.
Exiting from editing mode. Please
I guess it's more like has to do with the zoom functions.
All engines clear. Start at wheel.
Push approved and call
But
it for
otherwise,
taxi,
I mean,
1 for Tango.
this is a huge aircraft, right? I mean, it just is. Excellent. We've done the items. So here we've got to switch off packs ourselves. And then we'll start 2 engines at the same time. So we'll go 4 and 3. We have auto start. Auto start. Here we go.
La NAV 7810, buenas tardes. LAN Chile 7810, recibido. Copia de permiso, tiene autorizado a Santiago 360, nivel estatus SOR. Su salida Palomar 8, transición net por pista 13, asistencia inicial 060 y va a responder 0551.
The 787-9 isn't that much smaller? Well... Oh, I've just realized I'm still missing 2 throttles. Where's my other throttles? Hang on. I can't fly the 747 with 2 throttles? Oh no, hang on. Let me start 2 and 1. Good thing I'm so well organized. Lol. Found them. Just defer them, yeah.
Unlocking gear.
Right, so 1. Good thing they're numbered as well, so you don't get confused. 2, 3, 4. Add-ons, FSU or PC. Did I have that mapped? Yeah, 747. I have. Excellent. Winky, how are you doing? Oh, yes. Alrighty, so good engine start. It is. So let's do the after start. Or before taxi items. Remove it. Caramba.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
So we're going to do flaps. 20 selected. We'll do the flight controls. This is something I find so fascinating. I mean, it's only a flight simulator, but you do get the idea on how high you are actually sitting up here. That is always, and I don't fly the 747 very often here in the sim, but whenever I do, that is always so fascinating.
welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Duo Channel
Yeah,
experience.
all clear signal, fantastic. So
Could new
let's do the flight
subscribers
controls.
please make their way
Make
to
sure
the
it's all-
first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight infotainment will be served. Thank you.
We're Astro radar, launch shield 1 for Tango, ready for taxi.
Nice, Land Chile.
LAN Chile 1 for Tango, taxi to holding port runway 11 via Foxtrot.
Taxi to holding point 11 via Foxtrot, Air Sierra 1 for Tango.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black
FedEx
Box
42
Duo
Heavy,
Channel
request taxi.
experience. Could new subscribers please make their way to the first class
FedEx
cabin, where
42,
complimentary
Roger,
drinks,
taxi to
snacks
holding
and
port
premium
runway
flight
11 via Juliet
infotainment
Foxtrot.
will be served.
Juliet Foxtrot,
Thank you.
runway 11.
Prime,
FedEx 42
that's
Heavy.
actually a good idea.
So, Juliet Foxtrot, let's have a look here. Juliet is this one here, and then we go Foxtrot at the end there. Fantastic. Cool. Left side clear, right side clear. Let's go. And Reboneris, thank you so much. First of all, sorry for the late call out. Average player 112. I do apologize. For some reason, the alerts are not playing for me. Big thank you. APU, you're right. APU can go off as well. So, average player, thank you for the Prime subscription. And Reboneris coming in as well. Thank you so much for your support as well. That is payware scenery, although it's an old scenery. So it's not optimized, but it is payware scenery. Average player, you learned that your neighbor's actually an A320 pilot. Nice. So I would assume, average player, you do use flight sims? Stoffer, what's the McMurdo station? Huh? What is that? Is 5.4 better than version 6? Well, the thing is, version 6 is you have to go through some interesting installation tricks to get the PMDG working, for example. But there's an online videos for that, so it's not impossible to do. But it did take me a bit of work around version 6. And apparently there's more and more add-ons now working, especially with the sceneries, and there's a big community that does help. You have to fly the Concorde again. Yeah, I know. The thing, I've said it on the last stream as well. The problem is, that the Concorde needs practice, and I don't have that much time to practice all these different aircraft, and you know.
Flash radar, launch shell 14 Tango, ready for departure.
But I agree, the Concorde is fantastic.
And Chile 14 Tango, roger, wind 170 degrees, 6 knots, clear for takeoff, runway 11.
Clear for takeoff, runway 11, launch shell 14 Tango.
Let me see. So, without making promises, let me see if I can do that kind of mid March. So maybe, or between, let's say between the 15th and 20th of March. Maybe I have some time then to try it out. No promises though. But yeah, keep reminding me. Oh, before taxi checklist, recall checked. Yeah, flight controls check, ground crew was clear. Before taxi checklist complete. There's the land in Chile. 320 Neo or something. Nice. Then we've got the before takeoff checklist. Before takeoff checklist complete. Checklist complete. 30 knots. Hey, Icebird. I wonder what sim he's using. That's a Neo, 100%, yeah. Oh. Ooh, I hope that's just autosave. Oh, it does autosave. Jesus. Whew, I hate it when it does that. So we are on Foxtrot now. That's all good. Fantastic. I'm going to zoom out a bit. Get rid of the airport data. Map mode. And there we have the VSD. Vertical situation display. Nice. Yeah, honestly, every time. Well, maybe not every time, but a lot of times I really think, okay, now the sim has crashed. But it's just autosaves. Good, we are ready, aren't we? Yeah, we are.
Continue flight level 360 and fly direct to Buenos.
Climb flight level 360 and direct to Buenos. Launch Shell 1 for Tango.
FedEx 422 Heavy approaching 11, ready for departure. Hey James, doing well, how are you?
FedEx 422, Roger, clear, line up and wait, runway 11.
Line up and wait, runway 11. FedEx 422 Heavy. Let's do that. Let's go. Strobes on. TCAS is here. Oh, actually, that's just going there. I'm kind of cheating going into the outside view all the time. Man, that taxiway is so tight. We're good. You finished your 737 type rating. Nice. Oh, all the best wishes, James. Happy to hear that. Fantastic. So it's such an exciting time, right? Congratulations. Brilliant. Yeah, I'll be honest, I should. Yeah. Flying the I mean, I'm flying the 747-200, but not the SSD. No. So let's have a look. Good. That doesn't look that long, does it?
422, wind 170 degrees, 6 knots, clear for takeoff, runway 11.
Runway 11, cleared for takeoff, FedEx 422 Heavy. Yeah, we've got the Gen X engines, correct. So, let's go. Takeoff.
Land Chile 1 for Tango, fly direct to Junín, November, India, November.
Fly direct to November, India, November.
Thrust ref. Here we go. It looks so slow. 80 knots checked, but I mean the acceleration is fine. It's just you're sitting so high up. Rotate.
Positive recline.
Gear up. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now I'm going to be lazy. I'm going to switch on the autopilot already because I don't want to have the outside views here. Thrust ref, enough speed. Oh yeah. Ah, okay, I see what you mean now. Yeah. Okay.
FedEx 422, radar identified, continue flying flight level 120 via Toruba.
Continue climb level 120 and then direct to, let me see, Reno, confirm?
Open to Ruban.
Oh, like Ruban, thank you much. FedEx 422. Right, flaps 5. Puma. Okay, I will have to confirm that again. We're going to climb up a little bit higher first of all, and then we'll turn. Flaps 1.
FedEx 422, flight direct to Urino.
Direct Urino. Thank you. FedEx 422 heavy. There we go. Now that's cleared up. So direct Urino. We'll accept that here. 3,000 feet. Flaps coming up. Slats are going in. Fantastic.
Ganan 7810, rueda al punto extra 13 y
The climb rate is not bad, is it? No, the climb rate is good as it is.
FedEx 422, conclusion for level 340 no está.
The climb level 340, FedEx 422 heavy, thank you. $340. Are you flying the... Oh, sorry, I already answered that one. No, I don't fly the SG. No. Right, I'm going to dial down the sounds just a tad. They're quite loud, aren't they? Yeah, there we go. So I don't have to shout. Yeah, Brennell, the thing is that the scenery here, we don't have any true earth or anything like that. So it's just the normal world. But that's just the way it is, unfortunately. But the Andes should be nice, and the approach to Santiago de Chile should be nice as well. But it's not Microsoft. No, that's the thing. But again, I do enjoy flying the 747. Very nice. No, this is P3D prepared from Lockheed Martin. It is at least the mesh, yeah. So the Orbix open land class, yeah. Yeah, the approach is brilliant. Yeah, very much looking forward to it. Doesn't Mega Scenery Earth? So for me, the problem is, Chris. The problem for me is the size of my hard drive that I have here. I only have 1 gigabyte. Sorry, one terabyte, and so the problem is that I only have like 100 gigabytes left in space. I'll have so much stuff here on this hard drive, and I know that those files, they are
Muy buenas
huge.
tardes, en Argentina 1227 en descenso otra vez P210 próximo a bloquear Cubón.
Argentina 1227, muy buenas tardes. Transponder 0573.
0573.
Well, it's P3D, and well, all the rest of the stuff that I need here. But yeah, so this is a separate hard drive, especially just for...
Argentina 1227, está en contacto radar, caballero. Continúa descenso para 050 y tiene autorizado Cuquén Banar para su llegada.
After the checklist
era 13 en el
is complete.
Perfecto, continuamos descenso para 50, posterior Cuquén directo Banar y Pedro Musical es el Zulu de la 13.
Correcto.
Time for an external SSD, yeah. The thing is,
el 1227.
if once P3DV5.4
posterior Cuquén volar directo Mucar
releases the 777 for Microsoft, and X-Plane 12 gets an update as well, I don't know.
Perfecto, entonces posterior Cuquén procedemos directo a Mucar,
maybe just for the 747, but otherwise I don't think I'll go back to P3D again, but we'll see. I was wondering, the sun is still quite high up, so we're flying with the sun, because I was worried that we're going to be landing in the dark, but no, that's fine. We're flying along with the sun. It's just a bit hazy. And I think the settings actually are a bit dark here. Hang on, let me just go preferences. camera. Oh, that's why. I've dialed down the outside brightness. Oh, no wonder it's so dark. There we go. That's better. Nice. This routing I have flown in real life, I would guess about 15 to 20 times. Because we used to have a 7 or 8 day rotation going to Buenos Aires and then having 2 or 3 day trips to Santiago de Chile. And it's a shame that we didn't have iPhones back then. So that was a time when we had, you know, these big kind of chunky video recorders or cameras, and yeah, I didn't take those along very often, so it's a shame. I mean, because the memories I have from those flights, they was just so beautiful. Not initially, so the pampa, as they say here, is very flat. All right, it's not that, you know, exciting, but after about an hour flight time, you start to see the Andes, the mountain range coming up, and yeah, you know, just hopping over the mountains and then going into the approach towards Santiago de Chile. Incredible, really incredible. I have so many lovely fond memories from that.
Chile 1 for Tango, radar terminate, continue flying flight level 360 and contact Unicom. 122 Smart X, good flight.
Continue climb flight level 360 and monitor Unicom 12-8. Thanks very much for confirming.
Math, you have to play around. So what I have is I'm using what's it called? It's also from Parallel 42. So this app, I will get to the. Somebody knows what it's called. And under preferences, yeah, chase plane. Thanks, my God, chase plane. Man, and you can do, you know, lots of settings with that already. So depending on the aircraft that I'm using, I do play around a bit. But again, you will have the same options to adjust that map. Do the shadows that hit your main instrument panel flicker and bubble? P3DV5 like the. Not really, no. Not that I've noticed. OIST, hang on. OIST, the European airline was allowed to operate flights between. Yeah. Yep. 747 back then, yep. Ribonius, thank you much for the resub. Thank you so much for watching. Happy landings. Yeah, thank you so much. Have a great week. Next stream, Thursday or Friday, one of those 2 days. We'll see. But I'll keep you posted on my Discord. Not 100% sure yet. 122.8. Thank you so much for the service. Have a great week, FedEx 422 Heavy. That's really kind. Fantastic.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black
Unexpected service here.
Could new subscribers please make their way to the first class cabin where complimentary drinks, snacks,
that's
and
really kind.
Infotainment will be served. Thank you.
DCLMRL. DC, thank you so much for the 6 months in advance. That's incredible. Huge round of applause for that. That's really generous. Thank you for your support. So for those new members, guys, if you have Discord, I would suggest you go and link up your Twitch account with my Discord channel, and there you have a subscriber or several subscriber channels, only visible to YouTube members and Twitch subscribers. And there we have lots of different workshop files, lots of interesting stuff that you may find helpful to fly. And then you could contact me directly if you have any questions. And I'm planning to make some more videos, but videos especially just for the subscribers and the members. So, you know, more detailed stuff that can help you fly here in the flight sims. Yeah, Chris, I have an external hard drive as well for yeah, the ortho sceneries. It's not an SSD though, but yeah, it's also 4 terabyte. Yeah. So that 320 Neo, if he isn't cheating, we should be able to catch him. Because our cruise speed... Actually, not that high. Hang on. Cruise speed is... Let's cheat a little bit, shall we? Let's go index performance. And let's do... crank that up a little bit. It's not that much. 844? What? What do I have to put in? 500? Yeah, that's better. No. Well, I guess 0.86 is good. I mean, that's what I was aiming for. 0.86. Beautiful. Presets, let me just check. Back left. Oh yeah. Wow, that looks beautiful. Love it. What a gorgeous aircraft. Here we go, 340. What's the optimum? Optimum 380. I'm surprised. The sun. Remember that we had the bug at some point in P3D where the sun just looks so boring. Now it looks absolutely really good. Love the glare. It's really nice. Do we have any shades here available? There's autosave. Whoops. Guess not. Nope. That's a shame. Just to check, the Nafrat is in automatic mode. That's fine. Cool. Right, flight time. So 22:59. So that's at 2300. So an hour 20. An hour 20. That's not too bad. I try to remember how the flight. It's true that the flight didn't. It always looked so long on the charts, but the flight time isn't actually that long. So if you go like that, then oh, I found the black mark. Yeah, okay, that's why. And I think it's supposed to go down here to hide the donation. Yeah, there we go. Oh, wrong window. Hold on. There we go. And that's one. That's it. Yeah, but you get the idea, right? It always looks like a long routing, but as a matter of fact, it's not. Yeah, I remember. So Bob, I remember in the 747-400, you had. It was like little slides, so little kind of brackets that you could slide along, and then you would take out a kind of a see-through greenish kind of sunshade, and you would clip that into that bracket. And the problem was that the bracket was worn out after a while, and as soon as it had a little bit of turbulence, it would fall down again. So we ended up putting, paper charts all over the window. And I can tell you, it's been, when you fly, and I guess you can get the idea. So let's pretend you're flying from Japan. So let's say Tokyo, daytime flight back to Frankfurt. You would have the sun in this position for 10 hours. And it's just extremely annoying. It really is. Because you have to squint your eyes all the time, or you just you plaster the window with paper to get some relief. The world on time. Right. Is that true? Yeah. So that's a big thing. That's a good question, Bob. So I remember that the 747, at least the 747-400, I never flew the -8, but the 747-400 was just had a really bad heating system at the side here, meaning, the feet would stay fairly warm, but the shoulders and your left arm, if the captain for the FO was the right hand side, the right arm and your shoulder, you would really, it just cools down so much. And just like radiating heat, the cold, the freezing cold temperatures also radiated inbound, and it was just so freaking cold at the shoulders. So VNAV step climb. Shall we climb? Yeah, why not? That's 20 miles ahead of me, and we want to go to 380. Let's do that. Thrust ref unit speed 380. Manitos, just fly backwards. Until you hit the middle Valkyrie reserve. Yeah. But to be fair, I think every postal company or any company, you know, moving parcels around the world, I mean, you're gonna have some good and some bad, right? Good experience, bad experience. I don't think there's a perfect, you know, transport service for that. Hey, Vicrus. No, so also, guys, no joke. I've seen captains, actually their wives, they knitted them a nice woolen left kind of I don't know how would you describe that? It's like a sleeve, so it's just a sleeve for the arm and the shoulders. And it looked really weird. I always sat there on the right hand side, and I had a blanket over my right shoulder, and yeah, that kept me warm. Man, 8 years. Although when I was a senior first officer, obviously in cruise flight, I took control of the aircraft, sitting on the left hand side. Cool times. Oh, we have a new oops, 1345. Isisa Radar, good evening from FedEx 422 Heavy with 367 climbing 380.
FedEx 422, good afternoon. You are in radar contact with flight level 370. You say you are going to 380. You can confirm that?
That's confirmed. Passing 370, climbing 380, FedEx 422 Heavy.
Okay, FedEx 422 Heavy. You are clear. Flight level 380 till position Tosor. You will report 10 miles inbound Tosor.
Okay, I call you 10 miles inbound to Tosor, maintain level 380 when reaching. Thank you much, FedEx 422 Heavy. So, 10 miles.
Cerrar, muy buenas tardes, 0 Sky 880 nivel de vuelo 2, 60 descenso para 4000
So we're going to
pies.
do 10 mile radius around that.
Air Sky 880, por favor, si es tan amable, va a
So 10 miles prior, we have to call them. I guess that's a boundary.
Autorizo para 050 directo ARSOT. Prevea ILS Zulu, pista 11 en el SAEZ.
Where do you live in Germany? Near Bremen.
2012, Air Sky 880, preveo ILS Zulu, pista 11, autorizado para
Very posh
050.
white gloves. The only time I saw anybody wear a glove was captains, and they used a golf glove on the left hand side.
Perfecto, directo
A
ARSOT,
white
entonces,
golf
Air Sky 880.
glove. It looks so silly, I'm not gonna lie.
Argentinas 1690, tenga usted las muy buenas tardes. Si es tan amable, transponda 1752.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I actually bought myself, because the 787 also has a terrible sunshade system because you got a HUD, head-up display, and so it's the same kind of really bad system at the front, and at the side there's a huge, like a car sunshade, and it's a nightmare to get back, you know, to fold it back again. And so I actually bought my own sunshades now, and they are self-adhesive, so they use electric static to stick to the windscreen. So Boeing hates pilots. I don't know.
Transponder 2030 para el 1512.
Was it Michael Jackson? No, I can confirm it wasn't Michael Jackson.
Aerosky 880
But
comunica con
again, you know,
Baile Control
whenever I saw that,
125
it just made me
9.
grin.
Muy buen
It
aterrizaje,
just
hasta luego.
just made me smile.
1.5
No screwdriver needed, no, and no
Gracias.
you know, high-speed tape needed. So all good.
Muy buenas tardes, Sur 4155 con usted.
Sur 4155, tenga usted las muy buenas tardes que hace Jorge. Por favor, transponde con 1675.
So I'm going to catch our friend here, flying ahead of us. Let's see, how far away is he? So right now he is still... Oh, we're catching up quickly. It's 16, 17 miles.
Sur 4155, está usted identificado con 330.
We are
90
catching up.
millas inbound hacia el borde Neuquén. Continúas tu libre ascenso para 370 y me vas a notificar nivelado.
But the ground speed isn't that great, is it? I mean, 460 knots. That's really that's disappointing for the 747.
SAEZ Centro, muy buenas
Chilean,
tardes.
yeah, I'm sorry, but
Whisky Papa Golf, muy buenas tardes. Está usted identificado con...
But then, I mean, look at the fuel flow here.
30. Si es tan amable, me va a reciclar el transponder con...
Yeah, 2.3 tons per engine.
Recibido, respondemos en 0370 el
So the 787 uses about 2.7 per engine. Right. But this is 4 times as much.
Papa Golf, si
9.2 tons per hour in
puede
total.
volar directo a Asada, si es tan amable.
Crazy.
Recibido, volaremos directo hasta el Whisky Papa Golf.
$474 miles to go, and let's see. Can we already see a little bit? Oh, I think. I'm not sure if those are clouds or we see the first set of mountains coming in. Hard to tell. Could be clouds. Could be clouds. Well, Bob, the thing is, so what I've heard is that the 787 actually can carry quite a high cargo load as well. And that makes the 787 quite interesting. Ameno Reno, hello. Yeah, so the plan right now, as far as I'm aware, is 777, first of all, from PMDG. Then the 737 MAX next? And then the 747, right? The weird thing is, I mean, we also currently have the iFly 737 MAX, which is a good add-on. They're also trying to get that into Microsoft Flight Sim.
Tenemos velocidad Mach .77.
Copiado, muchas gracias.
Monitos, yes, of course. I mean, the 747 cargo version, so the pure cargo, definitely has more volume, absolutely. But the passenger version, so you know, if you compare the 787 passenger version to the 747 passenger version, then there the 787 can actually carry quite a lot of volume, cargo volume. Data, hello to you, or Data Love, hello. Yeah, so the thing is that if you're able to carry lots of cargo on top of, let's say, the luggage you have on board, then you can actually make a lot of money on top. So you're not really relying that heavily on you know, fare or fees from the passengers, the passenger tickets. You actually get a lot of income from the cargo that you carry. I mean, Arena feels like a dumb decision to focus on additional. Yeah, I think so. So I mean, well, I mean, Arena. I think it has to do with the fact that they know their competition. So, and also, if we're fair about this, then there's more demand for a 737 Max than a 747, I would think. So DCL, hey Captain, what are your thoughts on P3 is worth investing? No. So if you don't own anything from P3D, definitely don't do it. The thing is that you pay such a lot of money for an outdated sim, and to get it looking, in any way nice and enjoyable, I would say at least 500 to 750 euros. And that's at the lower end of expectations. So definitely wait. I don't know how long it's going to take for it to come out in Microsoft Flight Sim, but I mean, even if it's 3 months or 4 months or 5 months, I mean, it's not worth just for the 777 to buy P3D. No, I don't think so. So Lot was operating their 787s with only cargo during COVID. Yeah. Datalove, little change of subject. How would you describe the current demand for pilots in the Germany, Austria, Switzerland region? Is there any? Yes, absolutely. There's a huge demand for pilots. I know for a fact that what they call now the European Flight Academy, which are serving Lufthansa, Swiss, Austrian, Eurowings, Brussels, I think as well, and they couldn't get enough students over the last 12 months, so they have to take in ready entries as well. Yeah, all the best of luck for that, Datalove. Yeah, I wish you all the best. I mean, you never know. I mean, demand in aviation is very volatile. So whenever there's like an economic downturn, anything drastic like COVID or, you just have to realize that aviation is the first sector to be hit usually. And usually it's the last to come out. So there's no guarantees in aviation. I've gone through several of these phases in my long career. I actually started out being out of a job 2.5 years after my training. So I finished training, I didn't get a type rating back then, but I had an ATPL, and for 2.5 years I couldn't get a job. So really, Bruno, and they're still finding enough people that will pay that. So they pay for their own training for the ATPL, and then they pay 30,000 for the type rating on top. Wow. Yeah, but Mitchell, I mean, if you look at the add-ons available on Microsoft Flight Sim, there are a couple of add-ons that are able cross the pond.
8 Quebec con transición Banar, posiblemente prevea que puede haber Trini Mooper en Baires, y luego ILS Zulu pista 13 notificará listo para su descenso.
Perfecto, continuamos ruta plan, nivel 370, Y estimamos hasta 8 pb para Zulu 13.
Yes, so I know that Condor in Germany, they charge, what, 90,000 euros for the training, right? But they give you a guaranteed job at the end. And the European Flight Academy is at 110,000? And I think they had a sign-up bonus of 20,000 or something for a while. So, yeah, also still very expensive. And I'm still... I mean, even though last year apparently was pretty bad, so they couldn't get enough students last year, but apparently right now they are getting enough applicants, which I find hard to believe, looking at the costs and the risk associated. I mean, it's still an attractive job, don't get me wrong, it's still very attractive, but the initial costs are really high. And I've said it many, many times, I find it a huge shame because so many people, young people that would make great pilots, will never choose that profession because of the high entry costs. And that to me is just, you know, ridiculous. Exactly. Yeah, Data Love, exactly that. KLM Flight Academy is around 120,000 euros. That's also a lot. Yeah, that's a lot of money, man. Yeah, Kemal, the thing with pay in Europe, it will vary greatly. So if you look at the, you know, the legacy airlines, British Airways, Air France, KLM, Lufthansa, they pay very good wages. But you know, looking at all of the other companies like Eurowings or Discover, or I think Condor actually pays not badly. Condor pays well as well. But you know, Ryanair, they're not paying badly, but you're not making that much money. At least not initially. Wizz Air apparently is terrible. I mean, Reno, that's a difficult question to answer. The thing is, if the FS Labs should come to Microsoft, it will be a very good add-on. I have no doubts about that. The question is, how will it then compare directly to the Phoenix in terms of fidelity, you know, system simulation, the fly-by-wire system, and how it translates then in you know, the flight feel in the sim, sounds, textures, and so on. Phoenix, especially with sounds and textures, they have raised the bar quite high. So it's, you know, and FS Labs will be pretty late to the table, although as far as I've heard, and again, I'm not in any way connected anymore with FS Labs, they are planning to get the Neo out, correct? Not so much the COs. Yeah, Bruno, it's hard to tell. The thing is, the Microsoft market is pretty oversaturated with the A320, right? So in my opinion, it would have made much more sense to bring out a high fidelity A330 or a high fidelity A220, or maybe A350. And I mean high fidelity, FS Lab standard, right? So yeah, A320, the market for that is just oversaturated, yeah. Yeah, if they bring out an A330, I think they are going to get into an area that is obviously interesting, yeah. And you know, again, if it's the FS Lab standard, then definitely they will have a market there. Yeah. So I'm going to be careful now. We're coming up to 10 miles, and how many miles? 10 miles now. I don't think we're going to catch him. Probably isn't going to be enough to overtake competition here. Yeah, so the thing is this, Socialent, I think, at least I would imagine that not many, but some students actually will get the money from their parents. So either they take a mortgage on their house or they have money left over. Because otherwise, if you have to pay back all that money to a bank, including including my God, my brain is not working tonight. Yeah, the fees and so on. So yeah, that takes you a long time, especially if the starting wages aren't very high. Interest, that's what I meant. Interest, yeah. Love it how we chase the sun. Look at that. It's pretty much still the same
It is a radar. Launch
same position, and yeah, we are in real time. So this is real time.
Land 14 Tango, you are almost leaving my airspace. From now on, communicating tensions via Unicom 122.8. Have a safe flight. Frequency change approved. Bye bye.
Nice.
12.8. Thank you very much for controlling and see you next time. Launch out 14 Tango.
Yeah, also guys, you have to realize one thing. There's a reason that pilots get paid good wages usually. The thing is that if you start out, and let's say you make five grand a month, so after taxes in Germany it's about 3.5, right? Then you have to pay back about what, 500-600 euros for the loan. And then the loss of license fees can cost about anywhere between 300 to 500 euros a month. FedEx 422 Heavy is 10 miles to Tozor.
FedEx 422 Heavy.
Vicaris, good night to you.
My airspace.
Take care, thanks for saying hello, Chris.
Intentions via Unicom 122.8. Frequency change approved. Have a safe flight. Take care.
We'll switch to Unicom 122.8. Thank you so much for the service and have a great week. FedEx 422 Heavy. I've been sure I've been asked this question quite a few times, but do you have any crazy good stories from work as a pilot? Yeah, well, my long-term viewers here, they will confirm that. Yeah, we've had some funny stories. I'm knock on wood. I've not had any major scary happenings apart from stick shaker stall in the 747 over the Pyrenees. Flap issues in the 737, severe turbulence, stuff, weather, lightning strikes, so on. But overall, I would say, hey Iowa, Scott, it's nice to see you. But overall, so Iowa, do you know, is Sim Caesar on holiday or something? I hope he's well, because I've seen he's not streamed for a week, and yeah, I put out a request with him regarding shared flight. Oh yeah, sliding down ice-covered taxiways. So the thing is, if I go and look at what I've gone through, then yeah, definitely I can come up with quite a lot of stories. Yeah, but usually they are quite the funny stories, really. Not really. Okay, I'll have to look out for him then regarding. I know that he's not reading Discord messages too often. But I just checked his last video was from about a week ago. Oh, so last stream was about a week ago. Yeah, the Mont Blanc pen story, that's a good one, right? Or the The dog shit story, that's also a good one, yeah. Yeah, I mean, and then there's stories with, you know, sick passengers or unruly passengers, you know, these sort of things, yeah, they happen, and doors that break that you can't open anymore have to be repaired, which took about 7-8 hours. Snow chaos, being stuck in the airport for 8 hours, 9 hours. Yeah, all kinds of stuff. It's just, if you fly thousands and thousands of hours, you will have some interesting stories to tell. That just comes with the job. You know, you just cannot get around that, right? For me personally, now again, knock on wood, I haven't retired just yet. But I'm very, very grateful that up to now, that whatever situation that I've been in, I've always, you know, maybe not always the most perfect decision, but at least it's always been a safe decision to make. And yeah, knock on wood, I've never had to file a report to the authorities where someone got hurt or, you know, property got damaged and so on. I've never seriously damaged an aircraft, and so on. So yeah, all in all, I'm pleased the way it's gone. And but yeah, definitely some hair-raising situations in the career. Hey, Torsport, hello. First of all, Dominic, hello. Sometimes I see the ETP on the nav display in the Airbus. Yeah, equitime point. I made a video about this, Dominic, on YouTube. If you search, let's see, black box ETP. No, black box 711. Time point, let's see. I'm sure I made a video on this. 100% I made a video on this. But yeah, so the A320, what the A320 does is, if you go to data, and then I think it's the second page or the first page, on the lower left corner, I think it's on the second page, that you have a prompt. Equitime point prompt, and there it usually does the following. It usually standard takes the departure airport and the arrival airport and takes the equitime point between those two airports, but you can change those values to your liking. So you can let the MCDU, the FMS, have you calculate the equitime point between 2 points, between two fixes, airports, whatever. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it's correct. So in the ATPL terms, point of equal times, and so on. But yeah, but the in the Airbus language, that's equitime point. It has literally the same meaning. Torsport regarding Microsoft Flight Sim, top aircraft. Phoenix did a good job. PMDG is recycling old products, enables fairness. In my opinion, developers are waiting for will make it or effect. Well, I still have some hopes for X-Plane. They are improving performance and visuals, and there seems to be, at least with some aircraft regarding the G3000 or something, where they have a working weather radar system. And that actually, if they can then move that on to the airliners, that would be fantastic. Yeah. And now they have seasons in X-Plane 12, so they are catching up. I do have some hopes for that. Taco Dude, hello to you. How you doing? Yeah, Dominic, pleasure. Stefan, Autopilot. I always see it as being a team decision. So I never, or normally, usually, I would never do make a decision on my own. I would always try to get as many inputs or as much input as I can from other people around me. But indeed, in the end, especially as a captain, yeah, you have to make the final decision and you have to stand by that decision. And if you make the wrong decision, yeah, you got to stand up for that as well. So, and the thing is that I've always, yeah, I think I can say that I've never neglected the safety aspects. So I've never lost the sight regarding the safety of my passengers, my crew. Yeah, what X-Plane needs some more developers like Hotstart. I mean, FlyJSim is also very good. Tolis is good. But yeah, maybe some more add-on makers with some really high fidelity aircraft. I mean, if we could have a high fidelity 777, and I mean, again, Flight Factor is developing 777 for the for X-Plane, but right now we have absolutely no idea on how well that's going to be simulated, right? It could be anywhere from just plain standard to actually very good, and we'll only know that once we get the hands on that. Well, the TBM, I know that Toto is working on the TBM right now for X-Plane 12. I think that's his major priority right now, apart from getting the A220 developed at some point.
Thank you.
Hey, Juan Barry, thank you for the 3 months. Greetings from you are from Argentina. Thank you so much for your support and all the best wishes. Hope you're doing well. Which part? More the towards Buenos Aires, or which part of Argentina? Here's our competition flying ahead of us. Yeah, Juan. Yeah, round of applause. Absolutely. Thank you so much for your support. Right, we've got to get ready for our descent. The remaining flight time is about 40 minutes. Northern part of Buenos Aires, beautiful. Man, I have so many beautiful memories from Buenos Aires. Very nice. But also I have to say that, yeah, I've witnessed, so I started long range in 1999, and I remember back then initially the peso, I think it's still called, pesos was linked to the US dollar, and everything was very expensive. And then at some point they devalued and decoupled from the US dollar, and that really caused a lot of pain for so many people there. And it took a couple of years to get on track again and so on. And yeah, I haven't been to Argentina for a very long time now. But I remember the food, man, so good. Tango. Yeah, great memories. Great memories there. Yeah, Mitchell, we talked about this also. It's just not optimized regarding PBR or HDR. The 777 that we flew earlier, also from PMDG, that is much, much better. So I think they just did not update this, which is a shame. But that's just the way it is. So you live near San Fernando Airport and Arapaque Airport. Okay, nice. And Pyroblaster, hello to you. Indie builds comes from explanation. In my opinion, Microsoft was a test. Will it be successful or not? Well, yeah. So Troostbrot. Ooh, again, that's a very tough subject, isn't it? I would be so bold to say Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 is about making money. It's a game genre, and I'm saying game genre because that's what it was intended to be. That's what they have created, and they were very successful. The amount of people using, or at least gotten into Microsoft Flight Sim at some point, spending lots of money on it, definitely worthwhile for Microsoft. It's a, it's a game genre that needs to make money. The simulation part is on the sidelines, and I mean that in a way where the visuals are fantastic, but the core simulation, so the core of what makes a realistic simulation, a flight simulation, that has been lacking right from the start, and that's something I've been complaining about right from the start to this very day. But that is just the way it is. It doesn't mean that I don't enjoy Microsoft Flight Sim. I do. And that's why I often stream Microsoft Flight Sim. I think it's good for creating interesting content for the viewers. But it could be much, much, much better. Yeah, again, hey, good evening, Captain Mad Max. Again, yeah, I know that I'm on a kind of a sideline standpoint with that, because the majority of people enjoys Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 as it is. They don't care about, correct aerodynamics and correct flight sim feel, etc., etc. They don't fly in real life. They don't know the difference, and they just truly enjoy flying their aircraft, which is perfectly good. I'm not criticizing that. I'm just criticizing Asobo for not, even trying a little bit harder in Microsoft 2020. And that, again, 2024, they announced some stuff which gives us hope that it will be a bit more accurate in these areas, but that remains to be seen. SU-15 is not out yet, is it? Or is that 16 not out? Yeah, I've lost count. I don't know. So Juan was you a CPL rated twin engine type. Nice. But the situation is not the best. I keep all fingers crossed, thumbs pressed, Juan, that it'll work out and you get a good job, etc. Yeah, all the best wishes, Juan. Keep us updated here. Yeah, Ambiorus, again, don't take it the wrong way. It's your hard-earned money that you spend on Microsoft Flight Sim, and the important thing is that you enjoy it, not me, right? Whatever I say is, when I get asked from a real-world pilot standpoint, don't get it the wrong way, right? All good. If you guys enjoy Microsoft Flight Sim for what it is, perfect. No need to defend yourself or feel as if you're missing out or something. Don't worry, all good. Well, Captain Mad Max, there are some add-ons like Active Sky, where you can change turbulence settings, or Real Turb, that will change the feel of the aircraft as well. But yes, the basic version, so if you don't use Active Sky nor any other add-ons regarding turbulence settings and so on, yeah, of course, it will feel too stable. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Elias, you like flying X-Plane 12 and Microsoft Flight Sim? Yeah. X-Plane 12, again, they're still ongoing on developing their add-on. I can see it now. We're almost caught up with him. So absolutely, you know, they are going the right way, and it's going to get better and better, right? Yeah, Gilend, one thing, you kind of poking in the right direction, in my opinion. One thing I've always disliked, and because I'm in contact with developers, that the way, so they would be able, and look at the Phoenix, they actually went through great lengths and costs to have an external model, flight model, engine model, etc., to make the aircraft more realistic in that somewhat very basic Microsoft vehicle, right? So I've always criticized Microsoft Asoba for the fact that they never opened up the sim in a way that would make it easier for add-on makers to, you know, to improve their own products in regards to inertia, aerodynamics, weather radar, etc., etc. So they were so we don't even have active sky for Microsoft Flight Sim. All right. So they never allowed anyone really to go deep into Microsoft Flight Sim from the outside. So and that's a shame, because if they had, I think the whole simulation would be completely different. And yes, I know Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 apparently will make that you know, easier for the add-on makers. Captain Mad Max, you have another question? Just read Lufthansa delete. Yeah. No, so I heard as well that the 747, some 747 flights were cancelled because of lack of pilots. But for the 787, I can definitely say that we have enough pilots. So there's no flights being cancelled there because of lack of pilots. No, I can tell you that, and that's all good. I'd rather fly more, but at the moment I don't get any more rotations. So I get like 2 rotations a month at the moment, and as you know, simulator missions as well on top. But yeah, I could fly more, absolutely. Yeah, exactly. We'll have to see. For me personally, I actually was hopeful, hearing how many people were using Microsoft Flight Sim. We're talking about several million. I thought they finally broken, you know, the door wide open, and percentage-wise, I thought we're now reaching a level regarding, you know, the hardcore flight simmers, as I like to call them, that would make it very attractive. Because my opinion is the minority actually does buy a lot of add-ons and continues to buy add-ons, so they make a lot of revenue. That would be my thought. I don't think that the gamer fraction of Microsoft Flight Sim, that they pay a lot of money for add-ons. I think they're happy with, you know, just some basic stuff. I don't think they go out and buy expensive airport add-ons and so on. Maybe 1 or 2, but not as many as the hardcore simmers do. No. Elias, any chance explain? Apparently, yeah. So X-Plane 12. So the last update that I read, they had some pictures and some comments about, I think it was the Garmin 1000 or 3000, and they showed some pictures regarding weather radar, and that would mean that with their cloud simulation, their weather simulation, they are implementing a functional weather radar there. So my hope is that once they've done that in the Garmin, that it will come, you know, to the airliners, and hopefully it will be at a level that we haven't seen before. That would be great. Cool. Okay, now we can see the Andes. Oh, look at that. The mountains in the background there. Beautiful. I love the look of the contrails there. Beautiful. I was just about to say chemtrails. No, contrails. Yeah, monitors. So regarding performance, so I would hope that DX12 gets better. I still have some issues regarding DX12, some ground texture issues. Performance is fine, so the frame generation, you know, I don't need more FPS. Yeah, of course, if you have improvements in the area where you can actually, you know, go DX11 and have 60 FPS plus, I mean, that would be great, yeah, but for me, the performance wasn't really the main concern. Yeah, I know, Moritos. I know. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah. Yeah, that's Ilan Chile, Neo. Yeah, exactly. Elias, you have a friend that uses it more casual and already spent like 100 euros. Well, Elias, I know for a fact that a lot of people here in this community have spent a lot more than just 100 euros on Microsoft Flight Sim. So, you know, again, overall, I still think that the hardcore fraction brings in a certain level of income and revenue for Microsoft that they should be, you know, maybe appreciated a bit more with regards to their, you know, their wishes regarding, yeah, aerodynamics, inertia, etc., etc. Well, not necessarily. So, Miss Fun, you can have a Game Pass. And so you don't have to buy the game. You can play Microsoft Flight Sim, at least the basic version, I think, with the Game Pass, right? You don't have to buy it. The add-ons in general, I agree, they are cheaper in Microsoft Flight Sim. So the airport add-ons are definitely cheaper there. Yeah. That's all right. Now we're moving. Look at that. Caramba. It's got a nice. Where is he? Ah, there he is. Yeah. Gotcha. Poor little foot.
Be reminded that I'm letting you in.
Oh, you slowed down. Oh, okay. Thank you very much. How fast were you flying previously?
Mach point 8.1.
8.1. Okay. Yeah, I'll be descending in about 35 miles.
I am in about 50 miles or so.
Okay, I'll see if I have 10 miles separation to you, then I'll descend. Otherwise, I'm going to wait a few more minutes.
Yeah, copy.
Yeah, Maf, thank you so much for watching. Maf, take care. Have a great week. Good night. Eric, which features for you would make... Yeah, okay, so I know my regular viewers, they can't hear it anymore, but there's 3 areas that I would like to see improved in Microsoft Flight Sim. The first one is inertia. Inertia meaning the mass moving through the air, or on the ground for that matter, being influenced by things like wind gusts, for example, or you turn the aircraft, so you bank the aircraft, you turn the aircraft, that the weight of the aircraft actually makes an impact on the flight sim, i.e. inertia, because that's absolutely missing. So any kind of wind turbulence hits the aircraft as if it's a Cessna 172. Unless they have an external model that dampens it artificially, but that's not supposed to be like that, right? So, you know, I would expect the base simulator to have that already in it. Second thing, aerodynamics. So aerodynamics, same thing. It's not terrible, but there are some things that real-world pilots will find out, you know, very quickly that something's not quite right. And the third one is the weather simulation. It's all nice that we have simulation of these rain clouds, you know, the rain showers, you know, all fine, but it has no effect, maybe apart from visibility, but otherwise it has no effect on your decisions regarding, you know, shall you do the approach or not. So there's no weather radar returns, and I've talked about it in the beginning. Weather is the most influential part on the aircraft, or for pilots. I call it that's, you know, what spices up the airline life. Just to go a little bit offset here. Okay, I'm just going to go a little bit offset to do the descent. And so the weather simulation is just visuals. It has no effect on the aircraft. You know, you don't have to fear anything really regarding weather simulation. Good, let's start our descent. Now, the Andes are very high. I'm just going to go down 300 initially, and then we have to go and have a look at the arrival routing to see where we are arriving from. So we are arriving from the Umkal, hold on, that's the Umkal 7 Charlie. Yeah, 7 Charlie. So this one here. So Umkal 240 or above. And then Lausanne 180 above. 449 between 1714. Safel max 250 knots 11 above. Ugola 8 above, all correctly programmed. Echo Lima 220. 7,000 above, Pumar 6.5 and above, all correct. And then we go on to the ILS. Where is it? Approach ILS 17 left. I think we'll take the Zulu. We'll take Yankee in this case. So Yankee approach, Pumar, Tegep, and so on. 5,000 above, correct. 4,000, and then the final fix at 2970, all correct. 2.89, a little bit shallower than normal, the flight slope. Although here it says 3, that's interesting. Here it's got 2.89, all right, not a big difference. Good. So that is that. So we'll dial in, first of all, 240. How do you make flags? He cheats. Psst. Lol. Ah, you guys. Right. Look at that. Man, it's just... I hate to go heads down here quickly to calculate the landing performance, but I have to do it. So menu performance. We go into show landing. There it is. And then we go to show en route. Copy FMC data, 17 left, condition dry, and the weather is as follows. I can see that we have 210 at 17. Let's show keyboard. 210, 17, temperature 27, that's really warm. And the QNH is 1011. Landing weight, is that correct? I'm going to go back to UMCAL now. Enough. So 290 tons. 290 tons. Max landing weight is 346. All good. So 290 tons. We want to have no credit on the reverser. Flaps. Well, actually, let's try flaps 25. Runway should be long enough. Anti-ice off. Brakes 3. Nothing normal. Calculate. Yeah, so we're good with that. So we'll use auto brakes 3. Then flaps 25. Oops. And the minimums for the approach. Wow, look at those mountains. Man. I'll spare you the chart. I'll let you look outside. ILS 1750. Barrow. Yeah, so Elias, the thing is that the cloud simulation, again, it's eye candy. The problem is they just seem to be unable to transmit the precipitation data into a weather radar system. If it were easy, I'm sure they would have done it by now. But for some reason, oh, that looks interesting. Yeah, that is really kind of, oh, that's really cool. Look at that. So, it's diving down. We can see the descent right now. If we maintain that, then we'll be below UMCAL 240. So what I can do, I'm going to go switch to vertical speed and actually adjust the descent, and even has the speed restriction or speed reduction target. So here's a target, 310. The green dot shows when the aircraft will reach that speed that you have commanded. And now I can see that descent hits right at UMCAL. So that actually is a really nice feature, especially if you go off the VNAV path. Excellent, there we go. Also, it shows you the terrain below you here, which is also cool. And here we got those windows, so between 14 and 17,000. Very cool features. Brings back memories, not gonna lie. And these mountain tops, so awesome. If you have a lot of wind here, it can be quite turbulent. So we had flights that were very turbulent here. Does it all show the A320? I don't think so, no. Masila, hello. I think that it's a shame that Microsoft has these limitations regarding realism. When I started out, I wasn't deep enough into the topic now better, and now I spend too much money already to make the switch to explain. Well, I think, again, you know, I don't know when Microsoft 2024 will come out, but if the promise holds true that they're going to improve on these items that we're missing in Microsoft 2020, then who knows? You know, your add-ons will still work in Microsoft 2024. They did say that, so you know, there the money isn't lost. Transition is in 10,000. That's fairly low. So 110. So now you can adjust, you know, with the vertical speed, and do a nice continuous descent. Really love that. I am going to slow down here. I need to do a little bit of energy management, so I'm going to go to 250 knots. Because we can't descend too far down because of the terrain. It will keep us a little bit higher up. So we do a little bit of energy trading, as we call it. So change kinetic energy. Or reduce the kinetic energy and then use the potential energy. You would be skeptical of their claims, Hayden. Yeah, I guess a bit of skepticism is healthy. But we'll see. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I fully understand anyone that says, oh, you know, P3D is just not doing it for me anymore. Personally, I am more I'm a person who focuses more on realism and system depth and so on. So I can look over these, you know, not 100% beautiful, you know, sceneries that we have in Microsoft Flight Sim. So next one is 180. Let's go back to VNAV. Open the window again. So now we'll have a look. So we've got to be 180 above there. And between 17 and 14. I don't know why. Hang on, let me just change that descent forecast. So that's going to be 110. There we go. So now we have flight levels, hopefully. Yeah, 170, 140. Now we're going to see we are getting a little bit high. Going to put some speed brakes out. Get all the horses strapped in. Hey Dave, how you doing? Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I agree. V5, so version 5.4 especially. It looks okay. I agree there are certain daytimes when it doesn't look quite as nice, but overall, yeah, not too bad. Good. One more thing to brief, and that's the missed approach. So the missed approach procedure is just straight out 5,000 feet to pay for, to hold. Terrain 19,000, so we have a valley there, but otherwise, yeah, big threat is terrain. So we may have to be very, very careful to make sure that we do keep obstacle clearance. The lowest one now we can do, although we are on VNAV speed, so we can dial in 11,000 for now. But we just have to monitor that. But look at that. That looks so good now. So it tells me with that actual descent rate that we have, so the 2,000 feet per minute, we will clear the 18,000 or level 180. And we will exactly be through that window between 170 and 140. And then if we continue with that descent, we will be above 110 there at SAEZ. And terrain below us right now also no issue. Oh, he is on a short break. Ivar Scotsman, thanks for finding out. Okay, so I'm relieved. He's on a short break, well deserved. Cool. Okay, thank you so much, Ryan. That's good to hear. Yeah, Brett Master, I agree. X-Plane 11 with orthos and the latest versions, it's getting very nice. Yeah, so not quite Microsoft standard, but still, it's getting to a point where you can't complain that much anymore. Santiago de Chile traffic, FedEx 422 is approaching SAEZ, and we'll fly the ILS 17 left approach in Santiago de Chile. Oh, the 787 Monitos takes a lot of speed brakes, indeed. The aircraft is just so much cleaner, so much more efficient. Absolutely. So I see I need more speed brakes now to stay in that window. And we are getting high. So here comes the first set of flaps. Help with the drag. Yeah, so Brettmaster, I hopefully will get my hands on it at some point, and then I could try it out, and yeah, we'll see. I am actually excited about it. Hopefully it is good, yeah. Ooh, gotta take one more flaps here, so flaps 5, and we'll have a descent now to, let's go 8,000. And yeah, we got to be careful though. Again, these restrictions are level restrictions, so flight level. So we leave that on standard for now. But we can still read a checklist. So we'll go with the descent checklist. Recall is checked, notes checked, auto brake 3, landing data VREF is 150, and minimums baro 1750. Approach briefing completed. Descent checklist completed. Nice. So we're going to go into the corner in a second. Going to slow down here. 1400 feet too high still. ILS is not identified yet, so let's go to 20 here. Yeah, we need to get down. That is fine. That is 8,000 and then 7,000. Looking good. Yeah, so we talked about it earlier. So the apparently 777 is first from PMDG, then PMDG 737 Max, and after that they will go and try to bring the 747. So I don't know how long that's going to take, but that will still take some time. Yeah, I wish they could bring that earlier. What a beauty, right? Absolutely. Woo. Right, so coming into the path, 8,000 is set. Now I'm going to start slowing down, take out the energy, 190 knots. Yeah, I don't know how many years, but yeah, definitely not right around the corner, I would say. Contrary to our airport here. So we're coming up 7,000, 6.5, and the tear gap is then 5,000. I'm going to be so bold to dial in 5,000 here. And we monitor that we don't bust these altitudes. Speed brakes in. We'll set the altimeter. Approach checklist. Altimeters is 1017. Set. Approach checklist completed. Oh, wow. Okay, so they have 1011. Hang on, that's a huge difference. It is 10. Why did I say 1017? Just 1011. Speed VNAV path. Speed brakes are in. And there we go. It's respecting that 8,000 foot altitude restriction. Yeah, Julian, I think that surprised some people, yeah, that they came out and said, we'll be going to Microsoft Flight Sim. Alright, we still have no ILS, we're still on RNAV. And it's supposed to be 10.3 frequency. Yeah, 177. Oh, there, look at that. Some lights going on. There's the airport. Yeah, localizers now inside. Let's press lock. Lock is active. And again, make sure that we don't bust these altitudes. Looking very nice. Still be enough path. Chile traffic from FedEx 422 is currently 15 miles on final, 17 left. No one key. And Bruno Dantas, hello to you. Yes, beautiful. I was flying as a co-pilot at LATAM. We did some flights to Santiago, and the approach pilot has... Hey, absolutely, yeah, Bruno. Yeah. Absolutely. Here comes Pumar, 6,500. Alright, I think we get rid of the VSD now. So I'm going to put this on there. And here comes the glide slope. Approach mode is armed. And now I'm going to go with vertical speed, slowly intercept the glide slope.
Experience. Could new subscribers please make their way to the first class cabin,
Airport has an
where
elevation of
complimentary
1,500
drinks,
feet,
snacks and
so we're still
premium
good on
flight
that.
infotainment will be served. Thank you.
Oh, I just saw the other aircraft behind me there. Where's my overhead light?
Santiago, traffic launch shield 1 for Tango, about 30 miles.
Ooh, that's orangey, isn't it?
North of the
Blimey.
airport. Coming in runway 17 right, Santiago traffic.
Hey, Miss Fan, also thank you so much for the Prime. Welcome to your community. Big round of applause for that. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Flaps 10. Yeah, unfortunately, this is the time of the day where it gets a bit too orangey. But, yeah, I did want to fly in real time, so we have to bear it. Oh, here's autosave. But at least that's not going to happen during the touchdown phase. Right, I'm going to kick out the autopilot fairly early now. Let me just go and get everything ready. So, manual thrust. Manual flight.
Welcome aboard the Captain
Lights that was
Black Box
captured.
Duo
Mr.
Channel
Approach
Experience.
5000 is set.
Could new subscribers please make their way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight infotainment will be served. Thank you.
Careful with the send rate.
TwitchCon hype, TwitchCon hype, TwitchCon hype, TwitchCon hype, TwitchCon hype, TwitchCon hype.
So here we are missing that trim or speed trim indication, but the 747 doesn't have a speed trim function, so that's why it's not showing there. So we've got to find the right trim setting ourselves here. 200 knots, so 1,000 feet per minute should be the rate of descent. And that's something we flight sim pilots do struggle a bit. We don't feel the trim setting in the yoke unless you have a force feedback yoke, but those are very expensive.
2,500.
It's checked. Here comes the gear. Caramba. Flaps 20. Windy Kalme. Windy Kalme from behind. 155 it is. 155. On the speed brakes. And here comes flaps 25. Landing checklist. Landing checklist complete. Checklist complete. So, for example, I know you could argue, oh, you know, that's too stable, etc. But no, the 747 is a very stable aircraft. And when you turn, you see how the aircraft doesn't instantly turn. It takes a few seconds before the flight controls are deflected and the whole weight of the aircraft, so the inertia is being moved. And that's what I mean. That's kind of missing in Microsoft Flight Sim. Oh, now hang on. Now we got 17 knots crosswind again. 1,000 is checked. Okay, we're in a 747. Remember that we have to pull a little bit earlier here. 30 feet will not be healthy. Oh. Right, try to remember, does it float or not? Dash 8, does it? Is it floaty? I'm not sure. Continue. Ah, yes, please. Spoiler. Speed brakes up. Reverses, apart from number 2. Alright, let's take this one. Manual brakes. Ooh, still fairly fast. Oh, no, can't do that. Oh, hope he's not too close. Was that the center line to your left? Oi, don't be cheeky.
Santiago traffic, land Chile 273, taxi to hold point runway 17 left by Charlie Alpha, Santiago.
Why is that so dark? Miss Fun, okay, thank you so much for watching. Take care, have a great night. Yeah, we'll take Alpha. We got the cargo hold, or the cargo apron right there. Whew. Alright, here we go. Santiago traffic. FedEx 422 heavy is just vacated. 17 left. So I'm just going to stop here quickly. How are we doing on the taxiway? Not too bad. Just going to stop here. Monitos? I'm pretty sure it is. But you're right. The thing is, the 747-8 actually.
On approach to runway 17 right, Captain.
Long shield 14 Tango, approach 17
so you have to be
right,
careful, yeah,
2 miles
absolutely.
final,
And they usually have special charts for the 747-8. So, here come... Oh, he's on 17 right. Ah, okay. So I took 17 left. Parking. Alright, let me just check which... Where's the cargo apron? Parking spots. It's 43, isn't it? Yeah, 44, 43. Eh. There we go. Ramp cargo 45. Let's go. Let's do the after. Yeah, thanks, Mesot. Wow, where's my overhead panel light? Where is it? Ooh, that's orangey.
Santiago traffic, actual 14 Tango, vacated runway 17 right, Santiago traffic.
Oh, it's this one. It says circuit over. Okay, now I always read circuit breaker. And that's it. All right, cool. Thank you. Found it. So there should be our parking spot. Could go take this one here. You do, Mr. 777 and Microsoft, yeah. So hopefully.
Chile 273, line up and take off by runway 17 left, Santiago.
Yeah, defined soon. I mean, strobes off. Yes, you're right. Strobes coming off as well.
Traffic 320 radio check.
Loud and clear.
Thank you, sir. Santiago traffic long shell 14 Tango.
So I've got to be careful now. We're parking
Santiago traffic.
this way. Where's my... The FPS, I have 60 FPS. And that's synced up with my monitor frequency. So I have half refresh rate. So I have 120 Hertz monitor. And so I use half refresh rate. I guess my marshal is in the building somewhere, drinking coffee. What do you mean, why P3D version 5.4? New version? No. Just P3D. Because I wanted to fly the 747. So 7448, there it is. So a bit more to go. I have the Horizon version, Peter. The flying feel is very different. Well, yeah. Again, here you have a feeling that the aircraft is heavy. And if you have some add-ons like Active Sky or Real Turb, so APU start. Oh, there he is, Land Chile. A320 Neo. Yeah, thanks for flying along. Yeah. Bob, thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, hope you have a great time. Yeah, Real Turb is also available in Microsoft Flight Sim, and I do think it's a good app, but you can or you should tweak the config file so that you feel the turbulence is not overdone. So you got to be careful. Be careful with that. Mid-morning almost. Oh, really? Okay. So we'll do these shutdown items. We'll get the chocks in position. Chocks are set. Ground power requested. TCAS. And then we'll have a look for the checklist. Our fuel pumps I've got. Yes, fuel pumps. So, parker brake, set, shutdown checklist completed. Ricardo, hang on. So Ricardo, hey, don't you think that what you were saying is more of a peripheral setting thing and the actual thing is some delayed direction? No, and that is not from. No, that's not from the peripherals. No. Absolutely not. So contrary to what you have to do in Microsoft Flight Sim, where you have to synthetically change curves there, I've not changed curves here. So when you move the yoke, there really is a delay in response. And the way the aircraft initializes that bank, and then, it just feels a lot more realistic than the instant moving of the aircraft in Microsoft Flight Sim. I'm sorry to say, but trust me, from real world flying, and I've flown the 747 in real life, I'm flying the 787 right now, I can tell you that it's just, different. Microsoft Flight Sim does not feel correct. It is just simple as that. Sorry to say. Do you like Feldsalat? Yes, I do like Feldsalat. Absolutely. Let me go ahead. Yeah, yeah. The Phoenix. So the Phoenix has an external model. Now the thing is with the Phoenix and then the A320 add-on is that it has fly-by-wire. So what you're doing is you are with your inputs in the flight stick, you're telling the flight control computers to roll at a certain rate. And there they've tweaked that quite nicely in the sense that it rolls fairly quickly and then it rolls exactly at the rate that it should. So there they're kind of counteracting that that problem that you have with conventional aircraft in Microsoft Flight Sim. However, the moment that you have turbulences, so any kind of, outside gust, wind gust and so on, that moves the aircraft, then it gets exaggerated again. That's the moment when it starts feeling unrealistic again. But again, don't worry too much about it, guys. If you don't notice anything, and if don't let me spoil your fun in flight simming. I'm only addressing things for the sake of the more hardcore flight simmers that, like I mentioned, that are spending good amount of money in these flight sims and deserve to be heard with regards to their criticism, with these missing features. And all they're saying is that no, it's just too expensive to implement. So, it's not worth the money for such a small group of people that would actually notice it. So just want to have a look outside here. Oh, there we go. The scenery is very nice. Good God, where are we? Here we are. So...
traffic land Chile 273, line up, takeoff by runway 17 left, Santiago.
The findings, so Pyroblast, I'm not the only one that is complaining about that. And Asobo has actually, on an interview or on a live stream, they have actually commented on this and said exactly that. It's just the amount of programming that would have to go into that with Microsoft 2020 is just too much to really be worthwhile. But they have said in Microsoft 2024, it should be better. It should be better there, and at least the add-on makers should be able to do their own models more easily. Well, no, they said it's just expensive. It just takes a lot of programming time, and that. Although, I mean, they did, if I remember correctly, they did reference the fact that that only a handful of people, so it's a real-world pilots, would really notice a difference. It's because so many people buying up Captain Sim and yeah, I mean. Again, guys, I'm not blaming anyone for not caring about it or not even noticing it and so on. So Microsoft Flight Sim is a platform, right? It's a flight simulation platform where you simulate flight, and you have different add-ons. And the real deal, really are the add-ons. So if you have a very good aircraft add-on like the Phoenix or PMDG 737 or some other good aircraft add-ons like the A2A Comanche and so on, then you will enjoy that immensely. I enjoy it. That's why I spend a lot of time in Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. But there are some situations where I'm like, it's a shame. It's a shame that the way the wind is simulated here, or the wind gusts are simulated here, or the weather radar is not working, etc. So that's what I'm missing at that moment, because I'm relating that to my real-world flying, knowing how important that part of the flying is. But again, that's just me. That's just my approach to this and my wish to have that. But I'm not the majority of the flight simmers, and so yeah, don't worry too much about it. Don't get too worked up about it. And all I can say, I mean, I'm not saying get P3D and check it out for yourself, but all I can say is that the 2 flights I did today, I've really enjoyed both. So the 777 and the 747 gave me the feeling that they have a certain mass and they have a bit of inertia, and you have to think ahead a bit. You know, plan your approach and your flare. Get out the energy of the aircraft, you know, get the aircraft configured in time, etc. That is just a lot more realistic here in P3D compared to Microsoft Flight Sim. You already worked up too late. I'm sorry. Yeah. So the thing is, I'm not gonna put any hope into Microsoft 2020. I think that is as it is. There's one more update or 1 or 2 more updates coming in with the you know, system update or the world updates. But the big hope comes with not a game. The big hope comes with Microsoft 2024. We'll see. Yeah. So no one. I'm quoting my experience here, right? So the way I've experienced the real aircraft, and then I compare that to what I'm feeling in these flight sims, and so that's how I can relate, and that's why I kind of care, because I do notice the differences. But again, don't worry too much about it. If you know you are happy with the visuals and the sounds and the aircraft fidelity, and you're happy flying A to B, and you know you like the challenge with some of the weather, all fine. Don't worry about it. Hey Z-Man. I hope you're doing good. Right, guys, thank you so much. It's midnight. Oh, it's past midnight. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for interacting. And I will see you again either Thursday or Friday. And so P3D settings, guys. So one thing people always ask me, what add-ons? Okay, so I use, for example, Active Sky. Active Sky is a nice weather add-on here in P3D. That allows you to set certain things like wind options, so turbulence options. You can mess around with those, cloud options, all kinds of stuff. Real world weather, historical weather. You can make your own weather. So that's a nice app to have in P3D. I'm using Chase Plane for the viewpoints, right? So that's what I use. And for the shaders, I'm actually using something called RD Shade. So it's also from RD presets, but that's called RD Shade. And here you've got so many customization options: cloud, sky, environment, HDR, PBR, post-processing. You can spend days on this trying to tweak everything to your liking. And that's pretty much it, apart from add-ons like FSUI PC, GSX. Yeah, but apart from that, I don't have anything else. Kitman, thank you much. Good night. Hope you're doing well, Kitman. Thank you so much. And yeah, stay safe, everyone. Stay positive. I'll see you again soon. Take care. Does Reshade have any? No, not that I noticed one. Again, I'm using 60 FPS settings here, and it's beautiful. Running really smoothly. Loving it. Okay, guys. Good night to you. Here comes the outro. Thank you very much, everyone. And Hayden, I'm sorry for the late call out. Hayden, thank you so much for the 4 months here in Microsoft. I don't know why my sound's not working with the resubs. So thank you so much for that. Good night, my dear moderators. Lee, Mark, Bruno, thank you so much for being here. Good night.